Hello, Township Tale players and viewers. Welcome back. My name is Omega Given, and today we are going to go over my mining guide and how basically my mining guide is to speedrun you to a leather backpack, which I have on me during a lot of this recording and in my footage that I am using. This is a voiceover. It's not actually me doing it because I didn't like my original stuff and I'm too lazy to go and try to do repeats. All right, but with that said, let's start with preparation. So in order to prepare for the mines, most of the time you will spawn into a server with a primitive backpack which has 6 slots, and you'll be given normally some starting resources which you can basically use to get started, which is you need at least enough flint, which is 2 flint, 2 sticks, and 2 dried grass. You'll need those to create your primitive torch slash flint pickaxes. You can use these pickaxes to start fires on each other, and that's why you want 2 of them, because then you switch off torches to get you a new torch when you're in the mines. Your second thing you need is food. Yes, you will run out of food depending on how long you're in the mines, because you're going to be going and harvesting resources, and you're going to be down there until you get enough resources to make your leather backpack, which is our goal. We want to get you up to a leather backpack, which will then get you to be able to do many more things because you have even more slots. And of course, the whole idea of this game is to build up and build up until you have the best of the best. And from there's not really much you can do other than, I guess, do trials, speedrun the tower if you're in a PC VR, which will eventually come to the quest, and just like go and hunt some deer for a while. So before we go down into the mines and get some gameplay footage of me just going through the mines, let's talk about some of the things that you are going to look for when you are in the mines. Once you have your backpack and your primitive torches and your food, you want to proceed to the mines, which if you don't know where, then just go watch some other videos, or you can just, you know, it's very easy to find the mines. Just go and explore around if you're really that new and you don't know where the mines are. But what we're looking for in the mines is 1, we want leather. 2, we want buckles. So you need roughly around, I think it's actually only 5 leather, but you want to get more leather than you need because sometimes you might break the leather. So I'm going to say you should get 6 or more leather. And then you also want 15, or I think you only need 11 buckles, but you want 15 or more buckles because you're probably going to break a couple buckles when you're creating your leather backpack. Plus, if you have a full stack of these 2 items, you can possibly make another pouch or 2 depending on if you have those crafting pages unlocked. So those are the priority things, because what we're going to the mines for is to get the resources to then make backpacks. You can technically do this in PC VR a different way, which is going to the forest and actually killing deer to get the leather, but this way we are doing the mines to do this. This is the whole point of the mines in this aspect. So the next thing we want to talk about is the other 3 items I have on this list, and their uses, or at least why I put them on this list for you guys to probably get. Number 3 I had is coal. Coal is just very helpful because you can put it in the smelter to be able to melt down more resources later. So just literally grab all coal you can to get 1 stack, because you only have 6 slots in your backpack. So just grab maybe 1 stack worth. And if you're lucky, which leads to item 5, you want to look for a pickaxe handle. This is for if you're lazy like me, where I don't feel like going and crafting the pickaxe handle. So pick up pickaxe handle. You normally find a bunch of them in the mine. So get a handle, and then if you're even more lucky, you might find a lantern. If you find a lantern, you can be able to put coal within the lantern, making it so you can double stack everything, and you can put the coal or the lantern on the handle, making it so it only takes 1 slot. So if you can get all of that, so you get the coal, you can get the handle, and then you get the lantern. Technically, you can store a lot of coal within the lantern and on the pickaxe handle in 1 slot. So that only takes up 1 slot. So technically, you can have leather, buckles, handle with lantern, and coal all in 3 slots. And then from there, you can store even another stack of coal just because you can, so might as well get another stack of coal. I do have a pickaxe head, like a pick head, because maybe if you want to skip a couple of steps, you might want to grab a copper pickaxe head so you don't have to mine the copper. Or maybe if you go down far enough, you might find a iron pickaxe head, which is great because then you can mine the 1 step further. Because once you get an iron pickaxe head, you will not be able to use number 6, which is explosives, to be able to mine. Technically, I have number 6 on here. You want at least 1 stack of either TNT or fireworks. You can use either or to mine away basically sandstone, stone, or copper. I think it takes a lot of TNT to mine away anything more than copper, but those are what you want. It's super easy to use TNT to mine. So that's why I say get a stack of that, because it's just very helpful to mine. I actually prefer fireworks. I used to prefer TNT until I realized how effective fireworks was, because it's a lot faster. So I use fireworks now to mine, at least the basic resources. Once you get further down in the mines where you're mining iron, silver, mithril, gold, I start to use just pickaxes and get that pickaxe or that mining level up so you can be able to do even more. So the next thing I have here is kind of just my tips that I at least came up with for this video. There's probably some others I'm forgetting, but these are like some of the key tips that I always try to follow whenever I'm mining, unless I'm going down there specifically to kill terrabatas or worms. So basically, always keep moving. You need to always move. If you're always moving, you will never get hit by worm spit, like the acid spit or the ice spit. And if you're always moving, you normally will always move faster than the terrabata, which are the stone golem guys. So if you're always moving, you'll never get hit and you'll never have to worry about it. You do need to make sure you're strafing back and forth depending, because if you're running a straight line, you might get hit by some of the worms spit. So be careful with that. 2 is don't fight. It's just kind of like secondary of number 1, which is literally just keep moving, don't fight, grab what you need, and keep going. Just keep going downwards. As long as you keep going downwards, mobs, or specifically worms, will basically spawn behind you and not in front of you if you're always moving, because it just how the generation works. It takes a lot more to generate the next levels than it is to spawn them in before you. So you'll always keep them behind you. Terrabata actually spawn a lot faster, so you'll actually encounter them a lot more. But yeah, don't fight, because right now you literally have a flint pick, and a flint pick will basically do no damage, and it's going to take you forever, and you'll probably die. So you'll lose all your progress if you're on a server where it's not keep all your inventory, which I love those servers. All right, another tip is make torches when possible. You will oftentimes see sticks within the crates in the mine, as well as sometimes dried grass. Whenever you find that, since you have 2 slots on your belt that are open, if you're following my guide from before of what you should be picking up, then you should be able to store sticks and dried grass. So you can craft those into torches, and you can put them in the stands on the little different mining platforms, and you can light them up, and that'll help you keep track of where you have gone and where you're going, because in the future you're gonna probably go through those same levels in the mines. So if you light them and have torches there, it'll be a lot easier to navigate the mines. So that's why I say it's always good to craft torches and grab those things to craft torches to put them down. Another tip was grab all crafting pages. If you're not grabbing all crafting pages, I don't even know what you're doing, because what you do is you grab a crafting page from either the chest, I think they occasionally are in the crates, and it will literally just add to the book, and you don't even have to carry it. It doesn't add to your inventory. It just grab it and it'll add it to your book automatically. There'll be a little effect, you'll see it, and yeah, you just keep going. Finally, let's talk about the final topic that I think I want to cover, which is molds to grab in the mines. So I have 3 here that are highlighted. Some people might disagree with me, but these I think are the 3 essential molds to grab before anything else. Of course, you could also go in the mines many times and just grab all the molds that you can find. But these are the 3 that I think are the most key, which is the pickaxe head mold, the crafting hammer head, and then the smithing hammer head. You can see these pictures I'm following, but basically the reasons why these are, I think, the best ones to grab is, for one, you need the pickaxe head mold to create a pickaxe to get better material in the mine, like iron, silver, mithril, to then craft your better weapons and such. And then you also need a crafting hammerhead, because it's just very useful. Technically, you can just use a stone on a stick, but it's so much harder. So I prefer a crafting hammerhead, and then a smithing hammerhead, because you need the smithing hammerhead to craft any other items from molds, basically. Any hammer head molds do not need to be the smithing hammer crafted afterwards. So when you create it from the smithing area, it'll be a unrefined kind of thing. You have to put it on the blacksmith anvil and hit it with the smithing hammer head to be able to get it into its shape normally. So, or like, its final shape. For example, a chisel. You cannot create a full chisel until you have a smithing hammerhead. So that's why I think these are the 3 essential ones. I think I haven't double checked in a while, just because I've always just get pickaxe from the mine technically. But I think those 3 also do not have to be crafted from a smithing hammer, meaning it's a lot easier to craft these ones, which are essential to craft the next step. And that next step is literally just grabbing better and better and better items. So with that said, that's basically the conclusion of this video. Thank you guys for watching. Basically, just make sure you follow these steps if you want to get out of the beginner stage where you feel like you have no items and you want to get better items. The mines are not scary. Remember that. As long as you're moving, nothing can hurt you in the mines, basically. So just keep moving, grab what you need, and keep going. And then eventually, when you get a teleport potion, which is the pink liquid in a bottle, you can just grab that to get out, and then you are done with your first mining adventure, and you hopefully will have all the items you need to craft the next step. Again, thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please give it a like, and subscribe if you want to see more of this content, and maybe I will see you next time. If you have any questions, comment down below.